What's up, family? What's going on, Game Changer Nation? What's up? I am here. I apologize. I was running, trying to get here on time. I ate a little bit late today, that type of stuff. But that's that. So what's going on, everybody? Let me say hi to everybody that's in the chat. What's going on? Let me say hi to my beautiful people here live. Y'all know that if you don't know me already, you already know that I'm locked into these playoffs. So pretty much all day I'm listening to basketball content. God bless whoever decides to be with me in the future. Oh Lord. I've been locked in watching everything. I was trying to watch the the Mavericks and the OKC game last night. Really wanted to see that, and I couldn't stay up. I had to, I got to get up for the baby. You already know, so I only made it to halftime. But anyway, watching all that content all day long, But what's up, Game Changer Nation? It's your girl Samantha Lee. I am back. Yet again on a Wednesday. Y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday, baby. Let me make sure I put up my banner as well. But I just want to say hi to my Game Changer Nation. I want to say hi to everybody that's in the lab with me every single time. I want to say hi to Pam. Y'all always give respect to Pam. Pam, thank you, ma'am. Pam is one of them people that keep me on track in more ways than one. And so I appreciate her. I love her. And y'all go ahead and pay some respects to Pam. So Pam, thank you, ma'am, is in the chat. Jason is in the chat. Thank you for Happy Mother's Day. Yes, it's Mother's Day weekend, y'all. And oh, y'all, I just feel like I'm like spinning. It's just so much going on in my life, but we gonna get it together. We are going to get it together, baby. We getting it together. Happy Mother's Day, Samantha Lee. Thank you, Lanaya. I see you, baby girl. What's going on? How you doing, Calvin? Same difference, 6 of 1. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying about a dozen, but I hear you. I see Sed. I see Jason. I see B Knows ARD. I see Antoine. Thank you, Antoine. Always showing me love. I appreciate you so much, sir. John Alexander. Thank you. I love that. Ooh. Jorge, I think. Let's go. Go Cavs. Okay, Jason. I'm going Celtics on that one. I'm going with the Celtics in that one. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Celtics. I don't know about that one. Last night was not so pretty. Just saying. Let's go Knicks. Yes, Antoine, I'm going for the Knicks. I don't know why I don't like the Pacers like that. I just got a little thing with them. I don't know. I respected their last game though. I'm not one of them people that's I don't like you, so I can't respect your game. I respect their game. I just don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like the way they be. I don't like them. Tribal. What's up, Tribal? New York. And listen, y'all, I'm from New Jersey, so it's right there. I see Garrett. I see B Knows Basketball. I see Happy. Yep. What's going on? Happy Mother's Day. In New Jersey, New York vibes. Yes, y'all. I even said this on my live before that I was a huge Giants fan. When I was growing up, a huge Giants fan. Was wearing like Tiki Barber jerseys. Like I was a huge Giants fan, and I just got so hurt and so disappointed that I just stopped. So anyway, yes. So Knicks, yes. Knicks is doing their thing. Jalen Brunson's undeniable talent. Used to see I call it a hungry. And shout out to we're talking about the Timberwolves. Shout out to a fellow UGA alum, Anthony Edwards. Okay, he went to UGA, so I'm gonna claim that all day long. Let's go Georgia on the map, baby. We not talking about the basketball conversation, but we up in there. So anyway, guys, what's going on, everybody? Yes, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Maybe one day I'll know enough about basketball that I can have like a conversation. I would love to do basketball podcast. I would love it. I just don't know. I don't think I know enough. I can't sit on the couch because I never played it. I don't know all the lingo, but I love watching basketball. So What's your favorite team? Fourth quarter. What's your favorite team? Who got X'd out? Yeah, Timberwolves is they. I don't know. It's gonna be. I feel like they're the team to beat. If we be honest, we got to just be real. I think Timberwolves is just it's undeniable. Yeah, all day. So guys, yeah, no, I absolutely love. I love basketball. Okay. Uh, but like I said, I actually stopped watching sports for a minute because my blood pressure can't. I just can't handle it. So it's not like a team. I don't, really like. Oh, I'm really going for a team. But I just watch and I enjoy the game. So, Chicago K9. Hola, Samantha from Chicago. What's up, Chicago? Chi-Town's in the house. I love it. I love it. Well, guys, welcome tonight to our live. We are talking about chasing versus pursuing. Before I get into that topic, make sure you hit the like button. It's absolutely free. Hit the like button. Absolutely free. Y'all, we still trying to build back up from when we were demonetized. It was a season in our lives and we still building. We still trying to be consistent. I'm not trying to get, I'm thinking about different content that we can do. I'm trying. And so go ahead and hit the like button, hit that so we can get up in this algorithm and stop playing these games. Somebody told me to do the lives from my phone, but every time I get to this point in the day, I don't have enough on my phone to do it. So that was that. But yeah, definitely look. Oh, what's up? Hey, man. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. Again, you guys, I also want to say hit the Cash App, hit the super chats. I've 100%. Yeah, I know. I know about Jimmy Butler being hurt. I also know about what Jimmy Butler said. He stood on, and then what's the team? Pat Riley had something to say about what he said. It was like, okay, if you're not playing, just shut up. But no, the Heat. A lot of people like the Miami Heat. Listen. I don't. Again, I respect their playoff game. I do. I respect their playoff prowess. They have one of those reputations. They can do all right during the regular season, and they know that they can turn it up in the postseason. And unfortunately, because Jimmy Butler got hurt, that didn't happen this year. So anyway, we're not talking about basketball. That's not why we're here. We're here talking about chasing and pursuing. I want to go ahead and, like I said, if you have other questions or other things you want me to talk about, please go ahead and hit the super chat, hit the like button. Y'all know I also have an ebook that's available to you guys, Finding the Perfect Match, Avoiding the Wrong Woman. So I'm definitely going to go and in that book, a lot of people ask me like what to look for, what not to look for. And in that book, I spell out what to look for and what not to look for when it comes to a woman. So make sure you get that. Women, men, both can enjoy that book because it puts women on game about what I'm telling them. Telling men, don't be a red flag, should I say? Or men, just as you're dating and getting to know women, there's certain things that you just need to pay attention to, right? So the ebook is available to you. As you guys know, I also have a podcast that I'm doing now called More Than Just Pretty Podcast, and I'm the host. And so I now have put out 3 episodes. So be looking forward to that. I upload every Friday. I have a new podcast, and it's almost like a diary. I'm being very transparent with you guys. I'm not holding back. I'm sharing everything, betrayals, stories. It's like I don't filter it. It's not edited. I just say it and I put it up. So I would love for you guys to, listen to that More Than Just Pretty podcast, episode 3, Boundaries. Check it out. Absolutely. Thank you guys again for the support. Oh, good, Jason. He said he read both of the books, both of the ebooks and stuff like that. So good. Great. So guys, again, those are all the things I have going on in my world. Let's get into the meat and message today. We're talking about chasing versus pursuing. Now, guys, I had a lot of heat. I posted something on my platform probably on Monday. It was a scheduled post for Monday, and it was about how I felt like men should, like the 12 signs of a man that is a liability. On that particular post, I said as number 12, a man who chases or love bombs. Now, that was an uproar for some men. I mean, some men wrote me directly like, what does that mean? I'm chasing this woman. What do you mean by chasing this, that, and third? It was an uproar, y'all. Uproar. And so y'all, I came here to set the record straight. I came here to let you guys know exactly what I meant and how I meant it and what you could take from it. Okay. And listen, guys, I'm only speaking from my experience. I also said that if anybody on here had any experience with women, I'm okay with it. I can only say what I like men to do for me. I can only say what I would say is a red flag to my sister or to a friend of mine. But I listen, if you got the prowess, you don't been talking to women for a minute, you are OG in this talking to women game. I'm cool with hearing your perspectives. Even if you got to do it from a fake page, I'm cool with it. Just give me your perspective. I love it. But I will, at this point, I will share with you guys what I meant by that. Okay. So pursuing. I've had people come on here, especially Lateris. William, I don't really know what you be saying, bruh. Like, I don't really know what that means, but I think this is what I'm going to say to you specifically, because I got time today. And I think that people like it when I'm spicy because I've always been spicy. I'm spicy. That's just what I am. Within reason, I'm classy, but I'm spicy. But as they say, a lot of people say, I'm saved, not soft. And here's an example of that. Why body language and tough to your attitude? That's not a great sentence, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to respond accordingly. For me, and you don't have to block them off, anybody, the moderators that are on, I don't want to block them off because I don't think William's a bad guy. I just want to set the record straight because I hear this a lot. Y'all, I am from New Jersey. Okay. I did not come from the best of everything. I am somebody that is that I mean, I feel like I'm pretty feminine. But like my preferred pastime until I kind of messed up my wrist, but I'm still going in the gym and working, is boxing. I like to fight. I don't fight anybody, like I don't fight anymore. Obviously, I'm not going to go over here and like fight people. But I have two brothers. I was raised that way. I was kind of a tomboy, but I love men. I don't go another direction. I love me some men. Um, and so I guess I can see how I can come off a little bit rough around the edges. I don't come from the best of everything. I feel like I'm very well spoken, and I have maybe a rough exterior in my persona. But that doesn't mean that I'm just, oh, you acting tough. I'm not acting tough. I am who I am. Now you may act tough. I just act like myself. And whether you like it, don't like it, whatever, that's on you. I don't think I act like I'm going to just come on here and be messy and fight people. Like, that's not my persona. I may act like I'm a little bit down to earth and I don't come from the best of everything because I'm not. I haven't. Okay. So, yeah, that's just how I am. And I think that that's part of my charm. And then for some people, it can be intimidating because it seems like I'm a little tougher or whatever. So, and that's Tribal has a great point. I think that's an amazing point. I've never met a soft Jersey girl. That's very true, Tribal. I thank you for bringing up that very valid point. We're not soft when we come from Jersey. We're just not. So, anyway, long story short, yeah, I'm not gonna give it any more attention, but I do think it's important to discuss. Y'all, I'm not like, y'all have been on with me now for over a year. You guys know a little bit about my personality enough to know that I am who I am. Like, and I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to act rah or anything like that. I am who I am, and it may not be for everybody, but I'm a little bit tougher, or seem tougher maybe, but I am who I am, and I'm not. I mean, again, I'm right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how I am. I'm not going to come on here and act like I'm somebody I'm not. That's how, honestly, to me, that's how people get messed up in the social media game anyway, is that being inauthentic, because eventually who you are comes out, right? You can only be doing this for so long, and then something comes out that's inconsistent, and then people get their whole platforms torn down because there's something that they do or something that they say that goes out of pocket to their character. Everything I've done is in line with my character. And so I feel like you have to judge me for how I present myself, and and that's how I present myself. It's not many people that come on here and do what I do the way that I do it. Um, and it takes a lot, but it is. And to your point, I'm very much a soft-hearted person. You know, I am very much a soft-hearted person. It gets me in trouble sometimes. So that's that. All right, guys, chasing versus pursuing. So what's the difference? I was saying to you guys that in this particular video that I felt like chasing was a red flag to somebody that may be a liability, right? And the reason why I say that is because I feel like a lot of times when I associate chasing, especially in the pursuing phase. So that's another thing I have to make very clear. When I'm saying chasing and pursuing, I am talking about initial stages. I am not talking about in a relationship. I am not talking about in a marriage. I am talking about initial stages of the dating process, period. Okay. And so when you're dealing with, when I have people is like, oh, are you talking about I was chasing my ex-girlfriend and blah, 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 blah. If y'all were together, I don't look at that as chasing. I look at that as fighting for the relationship. Those are two completely different things to me. If you're fighting for your marriage and you may be overly pursuing and sending flowers and doing a lot to save your family or to save your relationship and you're going out of your way, I absolutely love that. I have no problem with that. Either side, whether it's a woman that wants her marriage, that wants her relationship, and she's fighting for it, no problem with that. Men doing the same thing, no problem with that. I think ego gets in the way of a lot of things. And so I just want to make that very clear. I'm talking about initial stages of dating. Okay. And the reason why is because in relationships that I've seen and I've been a part of, is that when a man comes in and they're doing a lot very quickly, buying you stuff, doing a lot of different things, just kind of, I'm going to call it love bombing for the sake of the term because it is what it is. When they're doing a lot, oh, you're my wife, you're my soulmate, I'm in love with you, you're this, you're that, you're going to have my kids, blah, blah, blah. When they're doing that, like date 1, 2, and 3, they're already kind of giving you all that energy. They're sending you stuff. They're sending you gifts. They never want to be without you. They want to see you all the time. The connection just is the best connection they've ever had. And they've never seen anybody like you. And you're the most amazing thing. Like when they're doing all of that in the beginning, that is very much a manipulation tactic. And people can say whatever they want. But if you watch a lot of these different shows on TV, like I saw a thing called F-Boy Island, y'all. I watched it. And every F-Boy love bomb, every single one that was an F-Boy love bomb, every single one. Because they knew in order to get to a woman and to get to a woman's head, you got to go through her ears. You just do. You just do. You just do. You get to people's ears. Women, when we hear certain things, it gets our mind like this. Okay? That's what we do. And a lot of times what people try to do a lot is lay it on heavy, lay it on thick. Oh, you the one, you the best thing, you this, you that. Women do this too, men. Women do this too. Because I've met men that were love bombed, where a woman said everything that she felt like that man wanted to hear. And the reality was none of that was true. And that person didn't find out until the very end of the situation. So love bombing can happen in both circumstances. With a woman, though, she's going to be overly sexual in the beginning. Probably she's going to use more sexuality tactics. Men probably won't lead with sexuality like that. I mean, especially love bombing. They're just like they're going to lead with commitment. Why? Because women want commitment. Women are going to probably lead with sex because Men like sex. All right. So it's two different tactics because men are going for one thing, men are going for another thing. But either way, they're saying and they're doing things that typically would get the party that they're after more caught up. And they're going to do a lot of it, which does things to your neurotransmitters. It causes like a dopamine thing, right? Where you're like firing off, like it's just dopamine, 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 and you're just on a high almost. And then that person slows up. And out of nowhere, they stop doing what they were doing in the beginning, where you were like having all this confirmation, you're having all this, energy, and they're talking to you and they really, really like you, and you're the best thing since sliced bread, and you're just this, and this. And then something happens and it's like, boop. When they finally feel like they got you, then the slow up. Then, oh, I don't know why you wore that. Or why did you say that? Like it'd be something that's just off-putting that makes you feel like you've got to question yourself. Okay. No, that's not, no, brobot, you're wrong. When somebody's intentionally using tactics where they're overloading compliments, overloading on tactics and energy and all these different things to get you caught up, that is called love bombing. What I am saying and doing whatever to get you caught up in my web, that is love bombing. Infatuation is a feeling I have. That's what I have. That's a feeling. I can be infatuated with a crush. There's people that will write me now and they're infatuated with me. I didn't have anything to do with them getting that way. I haven't said anything, done anything. They are infatuated with the ideas or some of the things I share or whatever that may be for them. When we're talking about chasing, it's me trying to persuade you to see my value, persuade you to see me in the way that I want you to see me. I am chasing after you. And if you think about chasing, if you think about the dynamic of somebody being chased, if we're playing tag, somebody running ahead and somebody's running behind after them. That is not what you want to be doing in the dating process. Somebody's running away from you and you're running after them. No. If you're pursuing someone, that's different. That's saying, hey, because I have men on here more, I'm going to speak to the men. It's saying, I'm attracted to you. I like you. I like your thoughts. I like the way you think. I'm interested in you. It's letting you know, stating your interest is pursuing. Saying, maybe saying every once in a while, once you kind of get the vibe and it's a mutual thing, then being a little bit more consistent over time. But it's not, I'm chasing after you. I feel like you don't want me, so I'm throwing money at you, or I'm buying you a bunch of gifts, or I'm taking you on a bunch of trips, or I'm doing all these different things, all these things being pulled out of the hat to get you to like me, to get you to see me. That is not how I feel a man should go about the dating process. There are men that will go and they will get mad at women and be like, oh, she only want me for this, or she only want me for that. You led with that. We just did a video last week where a guy was talking about, oh, I led with money and she wanted to break my bank and this, that, and the third. You led with money. So you can't be mad at somebody that uses you for the very thing you led with. You can't expect somebody you starting off this relationship and you're doing a bunch of different things and they think that this is what it's always going to be. And you're like, oh, I'm just going to do this until they like me. Then I'm going to stop. Then I can chill out. That's a tactic. That's a tactic. Period. Okay, so that's why I'm saying when we're talking about chasing, we are literally talking about somebody that's running ahead of you and you're running behind them. And y'all are running like this. And you are trying to catch her. But she's running away from you. When you're pursuing someone that when you stay interested too. And at that point, y'all can do a dance together. I don't know what that dance is going to look like. It may look different for different people, but it's a mutual thing. It is, I think you attractive. I'm interested in you too. And this person feels a mutual thing with you. Chasing is somebody that is not as interested, and you're trying to convince them to be more interested because you're interested. That is not a genuine way to chase, to get anybody into your life. Why? Because it does not last. We saw last week on the video that I talked about where this man was talking about dealing with a woman, and that the woman that he was with was trying to break his pockets. And he felt some kind of way about her breaking his pockets. And he was like, this girl was trying to break my bank and blah, 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 blah. And I was willing to pay for her bills, and I was willing to pay for different things. But then she wanted me to pay for her bills and pay for this. And it's like, okay, you led with that. Do not lead with that. Any man that's watching me, please do not lead with your pockets. Don't do that. Don't lead with money. Don't lead with that expectation. I don't care if you got money. I don't care what the situation is. Don't lead with just sending this person money for their bills and money for their kids and money to buy bags. And no, you want a genuine, like, we're feeling each other. We have a good vibe. You want to lead with connection. Why do you want to lead with connection, Sam? Or why do you want to lead with attraction, Sam? Because at the end of the day, those things can be built on, right? If I'm attracted to a guy and he's attracted to me and our minds come together, like, I might be physically, oh, he fine. But then we get on the phone or we communicate, and I feel like our vibe is there. Like, I feel like we can, oh, okay, I'm really attracted to you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm really feeling that. Okay. I might need to stay away from you. Like, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. That's what because those are things that we don't lose when we lead with those things, right? I want to lead with, okay, for a man, we've got to be honest. You're going to lead with attraction, right? You've got to be attracted to the woman. You want to see that her physical is like whatever. Some guys say go after sevens. There's some guys that only deal with 8, 9s, and 10s. There's some guys that say, listen, I play down the field. I play beneath 5. Whatever that is for you, right? Whatever woman you're desiring and what you're looking for, okay? That's the first thing you're going to see. That's the first thing you're going to see. From that point on, it's a connection. It's a dance. It's a dance. It's a dance. Money, if you lead with money, Daryl or Derry, I don't know your name, Mr. Hardaway, which is a great last name. Love that last. Mr. Hardaway, if you lead with money, because a lot of you guys have been watching too much of this red pill BS, honestly. And it's like, oh, build your platform, build your money, build your bank, and you'll get more. You will be able to buy. Well, I'm saying buy, but that's not what I mean to say. You will attract more women because you have a higher status, right? Or you have more income, and that's gonna provide you access to more women that you desire. Definitely true. That's not a lie. You will absolutely be able to attract more women because you show, or to them you seem more like a provider, right? You seem like somebody that can take care of them, that can take care of the kids that you'll have. That's a biological thing. Women are security seeking, looking for a provider. That's biological. It is what it is. The issue with that is that a lot of guys then say, well, if a woman is only attracted to money, then I'm going to throw money at her and see what she does, right? Because I know that that's what women are attracted to. You don't, even if you have the money to throw at you or throw at anyone, don't lead with that. Just like I would tell women to not, yes, your calling card is attraction. You don't have, do not post on your social media page you naked or close to being naked, where it leaves no room to the imagination. Don't lead with that. Why? Because that then tells somebody, oh, I can use them for what? It's the same premise on both sides. Don't lead with what you don't want to be used for. If you don't want to be used for finances, if you don't want to be used for physical appearance, you cannot lead with those things. All right. Okay. So this person's got to go. All right. All right, guys. Again, I have to let you guys know I am 100% part of the block and rebuke committee. I'm totally down for a block party. Don't want to do it, but I will totally do it. So that's the thing. Anyway, moving forward. No, Solomon. We don't want to talk about Solomon, because if y'all want to talk about Solomon, we can go there too. Okay, I know Solomon's story, and if you want to go toe to toe with me, we can go toe to toe about King Solomon. I don't know if you want to do that. We can. Because King Solomon, what did he ask God for first? Why did God bless Solomon? Why did he bless Solomon? He blessed King Solomon the way that he blessed King Solomon, not only because he had he promised David that he would, number one, and David was a man after God's own heart. He allowed Solomon to be blessed the way that he was blessed because he asked for wisdom. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for riches. He asked for wisdom. He understood that he was going to take a position that his father was able to do for over 40 years. And the first thing he had an opportunity when God said, "What do you want from me?" The only thing he asked for was wisdom, which is why God blessed him the way that he did and was able to have the kingdom and the wealth that he had. And because he stewarded that well. He stewarded that well. He was able to have all the things that he had. Now, on the other side of that, he was a king. So if we're talking about dating didn't exist then, Ryan. And so in that situation, he was more or less just paying dowries, and he was having deals with kings and marrying their daughters and creating that relationship with the king, because at that time women didn't have the rights that they do today, as you and I both know. Women were seen more as property, which is why they had to pay a dowry in order to marry a wife, which is why Jacob had to work several years for his uncle, or well, not his uncle, but he had to work for someone to get his wives. And he ended up working for 7 years and then working for another 7 years in order to get the wife that he actually wanted. So anyway, in my perspective, in my opinion, that back then it wasn't about the money when it came to dating or attracting women. He was a king. He didn't have to do anything to attract women. All he had to do was say, "I want her," and he had her because he was a king. So we can't liken your experience to King Solomon's experience. And whether you love money or not, everybody is undeniably, we need money. Everybody needs money to live and survive and thrive in this world. That is an undeniable fact. And whether he loved money or not, we don't know. He didn't say that for himself. But what we do know is that he was a king, and what we do know, he was a successful king. And we do know that he used his wisdom to do a lot of beautiful things. But in that, he also got in trouble because of the way he had relationships with women. That was the downfall of his kingdom, because he did not utilize his wisdom with women. He would then allow them to build all these things to these idols. He would build the altar for idols where God wanted his idols to be, right? And he got upset. And so God was like, "How you gonna let, after I done blessed you the way I blessed you, you gonna let some women come in and you gonna start worshiping and building altars and worshiping in the ways that these foreign women are worshiping these guys? You gonna do that with them? Oh, I got a problem with you." And he ended up, his whole kingdom fell down. And so anyway, the whole point in this story is that we can't necessarily liken your experience to King Solomon's experience, especially with dating or leading with money, because it has nothing to do with either thing. You're talking about something that has nothing to do with the chasing or pursuing process, because back in those days when King Solomon was king, he didn't have to chase, nor did he have to pursue. He was a king. He said, "Name your price," and I got the woman. That was what that was. And so that was the thing. We can't liken it to it's not the same thing. Whether he loved money or not has nothing to do with chasing or pursuing. He had 700 concubines as well, in addition to the wives that he had. He had lots of women. Again. Okay? No, I don't think chasing was the reason why Solomon's kingdom fell was because he was not God never wanted or nor intended. I know we are so off topic, y'all, but you guys asked him out of the Bible. I'm gonna give you Bible. The reason why King Solomon's whole situation fell down was because of the way he worshiped. He allowed the women that he was marrying from other nations to influence the way he worshiped. And because he was starting to worship in a way that God looked at as idolatry, and he was building the altars for other gods in God's country or God's area, his kingdom fell. And that's what happened. That's the story. To bring up King Solomon don't have nothing really to do with chasing versus pursuing. Because in that day and age, he was a king. And women weren't chasing, you didn't have to chase or pursue a woman at all. You had to come up with a deal with her daddy, and y'all would settle on a price, and whether she liked it or not, she was going to be with you. That's what it was. It wasn't chasing nor pursuing. It had nothing to do with what we're doing today. Women didn't have those rights. So anyway, chasing versus pursuing. Back to the topic at hand. King Solomon's disobedience to Jehovah God by being enticed by pagan women to follow after false gods. Thank you, Lanaya. Appreciate it, sis. And if you guys can actually find the scripture, that'd be great, so we can really further put the point. But anyway, and I know we're completely, this is not what we came here to do, but chasing versus pursuing. So when I say this, you guys, when you're dealing with certain people and you're in this, before I forget that. Thank you, Nicola. Again, you guys appreciate all the support that you guys give. I haven't been looking at the Cash App either. I don't know if Darren, thank you so much, Darren. Thank you. Daryl, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. I just got to talking and I wasn't paying attention. Thank you, guys, again, for Mother's Day, for support. I just appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And I didn't mean to just get caught off guard. I try to put my phone on silent when I'm doing things like this. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Nikolai. Love y'all so much. Thank you. So back to the topic at hand. Chasing versus pursuing. So when I say this to the guys that are watching me now, when you decide to chase a woman, okay, and you're trying to convince her of your value, you're trying to persuade her into seeing you, that is not an authentic connection off rip. You are already starting out at a deficit, because now this woman sees herself on a pedestal and she sees you lower, and she's going to treat you like you're lower even if you're not. So I say, for any man that's watching me, do not chase. You don't got to convince nobody of your worth. You don't have to tell them what you do and how you got it going on and this, that, and the third, and you should give me the time of day. If I'm being transparent, I've had men do that. I've had men saying that, Sam, you should deal with me because of this, and this, and I got this going on, I got that going on, and blah, 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 blah. And and I see this, and I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can take care of this, I can take care of. Don't do that. Don't ever, because now I see as where I'm at today, in my 30s, I see that now as you being insecure. Because if you were secure with you, you would never do that. If you were secure with you, and if you knew who you were, you wouldn't be sitting here trying to convince me to see your value or your worth. You wouldn't waste your time doing that. And so any man that's watching me right now, you don't have to do that for no woman. And I'm saying that as a woman that has been on the other side of that, where men have tried to convince me of certain things. And listen, they're quality men. I have no problem with that. But here's the thing that, guys, no, everybody ain't your person. Everybody ain't your person. I've learned that as well. Every man that I think is attractive, that I see, that I'm like, ooh, okay. It may not work out. He may not like me. He may not see my value. And I'm okay with that. Not everybody's my person. Not everybody's my person. And once we understand that and not take it like, oh, rejection, it's just like direction. Okay, well, it ain't you. It's somebody who is, and I don't have to necessarily work this hard for them to get to see me and see my value. I just believe in, reciprocity. When you're chasing somebody, you're already putting yourself in a position where a woman's going to expect you to perform because you've been performing for her to see you. That's when you have these conversations that I've been seeing where a man or men are thinking about taking women out on dates, and the woman's like, oh, well, I'll only go out with you if you take me to this particular restaurant. That is not a genuine connection. That shows me that you've been trying to get at her, and she feels that she can get away with stuff like that with you. Because of what I'm telling y'all, if a woman likes you, I don't care where you take her. I don't care where you take her. You can take her to the daggone park and feed birds. All right. If she like you, it don't matter. I'm thinking about like guys in my own head that, I've communicated with or I've liked. They could have taken me anywhere. In-N-Out Burger, Red Lobster. They could have taken me anywhere. I would have absolutely done it. Why? Because to me, it's about me liking you and wanting to exchange energy with you. And if I'm being real, if I'm being real, I would rather a man make less of an investment than to feel that he's entitled to something because he invested so much. Because at the end of the day, to me personally, it can be a little, the way the dating game is a little different now. Guys are like, hey, I took you to blah 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 blah. Are you gonna give me that? Are you gonna give me the Gucci Gotcha or what? And Sam ain't giving the Gucci Gotcha, okay? if you taking me to this place and you think the Gucci Gotcha's gonna come from this, you might as well just stay home, baby. We might as well just stay with save time. Because to me, it's calculated risk. It's calculated risk. I'm sorry. Thank you, MJHSTYL. Thank you, sir. Looking sharp in the picture. Nikolai. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Antoine. I can't really see your picture, Nikolai. I would definitely compliment it, but you just look like you looking to the side. And then I see Antoine. Thank you so much. Back to the topic at hand. So that's what I'm saying. Like I and again, you guys, I am very good with like it to me, like unless you don't like make a calculated risk. If you want to, we going out and we're catching a vibe, and I feel like, oh, okay, like I like this guy, like I'm okay to see where this goes, and whatever. Then I'm more likely to, be more open to whatever, but more open to different places and restaurants after we've already connected. But initial connection, I'd rather just go somewhere like, let's go feed birds. Let's go to the Beltline. Let's do something that doesn't require a whole lot because I'm still trying to figure out if I like you. But if I like you, or I already feel like I like you and we have a connection, we've already communicated, I already feel it, I'm more willing to go to different places and stuff like that because I'm okay with, just that somebody feeling they want to be closer to me and things like that. Like I'm okay with that because I've already felt the connection. Again, I think that we all have to have calculated risk in this thing. Okay. And so when you're dealing with a woman, if a woman is not giving you that energy up front, and you say, I like you, I'm interested in you, and you just kind of like every once in a while, but you're not really feeling that vibe back, just let it go. Don't ever be on nobody's phone. And I'm talking to you like I would be talking to my own brother. Don't you dare be on nobody's phone, blowing them up, trying to get them to see you. Don't you dare. Nobody on this daggone live. I do not want you to be on anybody's phone where any woman will be sitting here saying, oh, he thirsty for me. Girl, bye. You better not. You better not. Y'all are worth way more than that. Every single person. It is no accident. It's no coincidence that you made it to my live, whether you saw it in the moment or you see it afterwards. None of you guys need to be on anybody on anybody's phone begging for somebody's time of day. Period. I can understand indicating interest. And listen, I think that's a grown man, sexy way of doing it. There is grown man energy that comes with saying, listen, I'm interested in you. What's up? I want to see you. I want to see where this goes. Let's go. That is extremely attractive. You don't got to say nothing else. Now, if she responds, cool. If she doesn't, let it go. You can like her pictures. It doesn't have to be hate in your heart towards her. It's just like, this wasn't my person, cool. But you do not need to be on nobody's phone. Y'all, if any woman comes at me and tells me that any one of you guys watching on my little page, any of you guys that are my regulars, they're like, oh, Patrick was all in my DMs and he wouldn't stop. He wrote me for years and blah, 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 blah. I'll be like, Patrick, get your behind in Sam's office. I got something to say. Ain't no woman about to play y'all. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I'm not going to let you guys no. Okay? Because at the end of the day, a lot of women look at that and they feed off of that energy. They feed off of the energy that you're giving them, that they're like, oh my gosh, he want me so bad. And he's just thirsty for me and blah, 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 blah. And that's women with low self-esteem anyway. But nonetheless, there's more women with low self-esteem than we've ever seen before in the mental health society. So that's besides the point. My whole point is I better not see none of y'all on nobody's phone begging for somebody to see for you to get their time and their energy. If a woman gives you the energy, then you go back and forth and we reciprocate. We go with this thing. She giving you energy, you giving her energy. She giving you energy, you giving her energy. I believe in a man pursuing though, guys. And let's go with the pursuing energy. Pursuing energy is, I want you. Respectfully. Respectfully, I want you. Sorry, y'all. But for real, you want to say, in a sense, you start a conversation, make it respectful, okay? And I hope y'all are going after respectful women, all right? Respectful women. We've talked about the flag, so we're not even gonna get into that. But respectful women, respectable women, right? Why am I putting so much emphasis? Because some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Y'all know Sister Sam coming in. Sister Sam is coming in. Big sis time. I'm giving you big sis wisdom. Some of y'all could be looking at the pages of the women that y'all be trying to talk to. And I will ask you, okay, is this for a long time or a good time? Long time, good time. Long time, good time energy. Where we at? Is this long time? Good time. Because everybody wants long time. Every man, and y'all, I'm speaking for men, but that's because I work with men. Men look at long time. They always have their eye on long time, right? Because everybody wants a genuine connection. I haven't met one man that doesn't have a woman that he sees in his vision he knows is long time. She's long time. She's not short-term energy. She's going to require some work. That's a long time. And then they also had their eye on good time. This is not long time. This may not be my wife. This might not even be my girlfriend. But she bad though. Right? So we got both of those. We got both of these spectrums here. Here's what I got to teach you guys. Pay attention, y'all. Listen in. Come close. Come close. I'm telling you guys something. Do not give long-time energy to short-term women. If you already know that this woman is a good time, you already see from the page, like, I don't know, this could be somebody that's my wife, the mother of my children. I don't know if this is somebody that can carry that torch that I would need for a woman to carry. Then I have to now see that I do not give this person long time energy. That's the mistake a lot of men are doing. They see a woman, and because she's bad, because she got a nice body, because of whatever, they're giving that woman long time energy. Good time, long time. They're giving good times, long time energy. You're making a mistake. If long time energy is, I'm going to play the long game with this one. I'm going to play the long game. This is me. This is me playing the long game. I like her. I ain't trying to, I'm trying to get to know her a little bit more and put a little bit more energy into her. She deserves a little bit more of my effort. She deserves a little bit more of my conversation. She deserves a little bit more of my energy, right? Because she's long time. I don't rush this. I don't pressure this for sexual activity. This is not what this one is. This one is somebody that I'm really trying to make a good impression on. This is somebody that I'm willing to play the long game with, okay? Because she's long time. She's the one, if I'm going to put some money down on, I'm going to put some money down on her because it's a long time investment. Y'all, we talk about investments and money, right? You wouldn't invest your money into a stock that hasn't been performing well. You've never seen it be successful. There's a hope that it will become successful, but there's a risk factor involved. You're not going to put millions of dollars into that. No, you might put a little bit of money and see what it does first, right? Because I don't know where this will go. But if I see somebody that has demonstrated excellence, that they've always done well, if I look at the charts and I see what they got going on in the stock market, I do all my research, and this particular stock has been doing well over and over and over, I'm going to put a little bit more money into this particular stock because I see that it's been doing well. That is what these investments, this is what time is, y'all. That's what time is. And how can you tell if somebody's a long time investment? How do they present themselves? You have the best indicator. The best indicator for me is seeing somebody's platform. Some of you guys be overlooking the very, very obvious first sign that you can have. What does that person value? And a lot of times, you can tell by somebody's page how they want to be presented, what they value. That doesn't mean that they're true. Doesn't mean that it's all facts, no breaks. It means that's what they want to be seen. That's what they care about. That's how they want to be perceived to the world. Right? So if I go to someone's page and I see that all that they're posting is bikini pictures at different locations and we don't know how they got there and they live in their best life, or they're always on a date at the best restaurants. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you do it, but you be doing something. You be working somewhere because you just at different restaurants with the nicest outfits. I don't know how you got there. I don't know how you made it. I don't know anything. I just see that. That is probably not long time energy. If it's somebody that doesn't look like they got anything else going on besides what they look like, where they're going, the different locations that they be at, that may not be the person for you either. Because they're presenting what they want you to see. And if what you want me to see is how you look in a bathing suit all the time, or where you are in different locations, or how your areolas look, or how your gluteus maximus looks, that may not be my wife, right? I was my brother. I have a blood brother, okay, that I'm related to. We look alike. My brother will show me women's pages, and I will tell my brother yes or no accordingly. Why? Because your girl got I got my brother's back. I love my brother. Go to war for my brother. And I would tell him, I told him, I said, listen, Brother Bear, listen, that's not long time. That's short time. I don't care what she's studying in school. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care what she's studying in school. I don't care what she got going on in her life. I do not care. I do not care. How she presents herself on this particular platform says a lot to me about what she values, how she wants to be seen. Right? So if all I'm seeing are back shots, her being half naked somewhere in a gym, her just I know her entire body's composition. I don't care if she's studying astronomical science. I don't care if she's studying to be the next doctor, plastic surgeon in America, or a dentist. I don't care. The way she presents herself is what matters to me. That is what I care about. That is what you guys have to look at when you are watching certain platforms, when you are seeing certain things. You have the best indicator of who somebody, like one of the best, not the best, is obviously not foolproof, but it already gives you an idea. Is this person showing me something that I can truly invest in? Some of you guys be putting long-term energy into short-term women because they look good. She's got to be more than just pretty. Got to be. If you're just looking for a good time, not a long time, okay, but if you are in that mindset, if you aren't looking for anything serious, then also do not mess up. Thank you, Andre. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for the support, y'all. I appreciate this. I hope this is helping you guys out. I really do. Make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, I didn't miss any cash apps. I just want to make sure. But I'm saying to you guys that you have to absolutely, when you have the best calling card, and that is looking at what somebody says about themselves, how they present themselves. How do they present themselves? Okay. And pay attention to that. If you don't feel like you have a qualified understanding of whether or not this person is long time or not, show that same page to your mother or your sister. Show it to your mother or your sister, somebody that you know rock with you that's a female. Let them see. Let them give you wisdom and discernment. If you feel like there's a woman in your life that's going to give you some real wisdom, a cousin, a sister, a friend of yours that you know is going to be honest, you know that they don't have any thank you, Andre. I think you gave me enough. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the super sticker. Show that page to a female in your life that you know rock with you. Grandma gonna always keep it 100. Gonna be like, oh, okay. Who is she? Nikolai, thank you so much, y'all. Thank you guys for the support tonight. Thank you so much. But a grandma, to your point, a mama, if you're close to your mom and you trust that your mom is going to give you good sound wisdom, a friend, a sister, all of those things, you want somebody in your life that's a female that would be able, that can be like, no, that's like for short time, not long time. That's like, we gonna have a good time today. You can do what you want, but that's not who you wife. Be like, oh, you know what? She's cute. Okay. I'm not mad about that. She's cute. Women can see things a little different. Now, I'm not saying hater women, not your friend that you used to sleep with, that now y'all cool. That's not the one you show it to, okay? Because that woman has a slanted perception, right? You want somebody that's going to look at it, give you an objective opinion, okay? Girls like Sam is speaking of, we'll have you in the devaluation stage for real. Exactly. Exactly. So again, you guys, the whole point of this entire thing is for you guys to understand when you're pursuing somebody, one of the biggest things that I'm saying when we talk about chasing and things like that, chasing is somebody running away from you. That to me, when I see chasing, that's somebody that is not showing you mutual interest. Pursuing is, listen, I'm intentionally coming at this thing. I'm gonna come straight for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm gonna let you know that I'm interested. I'm gonna let you know that I'm here. And I want to see where this goes, or let's exchange numbers. That part, right? And when you're texting, y'all text back and forth, see how it goes. There's time you initiate, you initiate, but don't over initiate, meaning like if she doesn't respond, you don't keep texting her back over and over again. You let a couple days breathe, you text her again, you let a couple, y'all go back and forth, y'all get on a phone call, y'all exchange energy, get off the phone, let a couple days go by, maybe you text her again, y'all exchange energy, y'all may go on the phone that night, and then from there, let it go. See what she does. Is she gonna reach out to you? Is she gonna text you? Is she gonna say, hey, how you doing? That's what you've got to do. Now we're seeing if you are mutually interested. I done given my lobs. I done said some things. Let me see if you're gonna come back with some interest now that we've kind of gone back and forth. That is part of this game, okay? It's like, I'm an initiate, I'm a pursuer, I'm a leader. But at the end of the day, as a leader, I also want to know that you're gonna meet me with my interests, right? You're gonna meet me with my interests. I'm not gonna be on you like this, trying so much to get you to see me, and I'm like double texting. I'm not too mad about, but we doing 3, 4, 5, 6 times, which I have seen, and you're trying so hard to get this person to see you, and they like, he texted me again. That should never be you. If a woman responds, oh my gosh, really? That should never be you. That is when you know you're chasing. Double text, okay. Like if you're the last person that texts on a Tuesday and you reach out on a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday, that's not what I'm talking about. But if you're texting back to back to back to back to back, hey, are you still there? Are you going? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? And there's no response. There's no mutual interest. It's not somebody that's trying to keep the conversation going. It's not somebody who's like you saying good morning. They're like morning or GM, and that's all they write. No, it's a no for me, dog. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for showing the support of the show. I'm really excited because I feel like tonight y'all really wanted to hear this. I'm really loving that. Thank you, guys. Again, hit the Cash App as well. If you guys do not have the ability, I appreciate all the support. Listen, it'll help me for Mother's Day weekend. So y'all, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. It's not only quality high records. I agree with that to a certain extent. Like the one who likes you. This is something that I have an issue with. Okay? Because a lot of guys will end up being with the woman, or they end up settling down with a woman. Some guys, not, and I'm going to say a lot of guys. I think a lot of guys end up they get with the woman that they can get, right? The woman that's been there. That's the woman that's been down. And what ends up happening is, at some point, because that's not the woman you ultimately wanted, right? She was kind of like the one you could get at that time when you were ready to settle down. When you get a little bit older, or a little bit more time comes through, and you make a little bit more, more money, or you have a little bit more access, or you got a little bit more stuff. Now you leave the woman that you was with, or you got with when you was at a certain place, and now you leave her for the woman you now have access to have. right? So I've met I know a lot of men that when they got with the wife that they got with, or that wasn't her, that wasn't his ultimate choice. That was the woman that was present, that was there, that was right, that, he has kids, whatever, you know, whatever that is, whether they have kids or not. It's just that was the woman that was there. They start getting successful, they start getting on, and now the women that are their type, their preference, start coming at them. And now guess what? Now it's hard to stay faithful because now I'm seeing the women that I've always wanting me. And I know you was the one that was down for me, but you not like really my type. I feel like men, you have to be mindful of your type. You have to be mindful of your type. Why? Because I think that God works through your type. I think even for me, women as well, I think God works through what you're interested in. I know that there's a certain type of man God has for me. And I tell God, make me so wildly attracted to him, I won't get off him. That's what I be telling God. I be saying, God, please, let me want him so bad, I don't even want him to leave the house. Because I think God works within our attractions. I really, really do. I don't think that women should settle with the safe bet unless they can be with the safe bet for a long period of time. Right? I just don't think that. I think that women, I think Stefan Speak says this, and I think a couple other people, I don't think you should settle with safe. I don't think you should settle with safe in any realm, in any part of your life. I don't think you should settle with safe. I don't think you should settle with comfortable. I think you should go for it. Go for it all. If there is something if there's a type that you have, yes, shoot your shot. One of the shots gonna get in. One of the shots you shoot are going to go into the basket. And then the person who responds back, that's who you go with, right? The person that's reciprocating the energy, that's what you go with. But I think you first got to shoot your shot, not just wait for the woman that you like or the man that you like to do. I'm not much of a person that throws my lob out there. I'm just not. However, I definitely respect the mentality of the women that do, because they're like, listen, I'm not going to leave it up to chance. If I limit my options only to the men that approach me, there might be men that don't see me, they don't know me, and I get that. I say the same thing to you guys about women. I say the same. Listen, same thing. So I want you guys to know that at the end of the day, let me make sure I check the Cash App, you guys. I don't want to lose anything. I did miss something. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. I knew I was going to thank you guys for hitting the Cash App tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you, guys. Christopher, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. But again, you guys, this is what I'm saying. When we're talking about chasing versus pursuing, I just want you guys to be smart in what you're giving your energy to and the level of energy you're giving it to. Being mindful, being strategic. When you shoot your shot, you shooting your shot, and like, if it's a woman that you feel like deserves long-term energy, that woman gets more of your investment. If it's a woman that's, you're not in the space to give long-term investment and energy, and you're just trying to have a good time right now, then that's what you go for. You shoot in those things, but you don't give a whole bunch of energy to something that you don't feel like is going to amount to anything, right? We're not going to do that. You can kind of, if you have a woman, which all of you, let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all right now, as we speak, there's a woman you got your eye on that's like, oh, she's long time. I see long term. I see this woman, she's caught my eye, long term woman that you got in your vision. Can I see some ones in the chat? If you have somebody right now in your mind that that is long time for you, like somebody that you think is a long time person, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to see, just my curiosity. Oh, thank you. No, y'all stop. Y'all so funny. Y'all stop. Uno. Okay. And guys, when we talk about the number ones in your life that you got a few prospects, somebody that you feel like is wife energy or number one. How many of you guys feel like you're ready to pursue your number one, or are you just waiting for the right time? Put a number 1 in the chat if you're waiting for the right time. Thank you, Andre. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you not ready for the woman? So you just kind of play, kind of playing in the, you're not ready for her yet. Let's just say that. So you're not even trying. Number 2 is I'm not even trying. I ain't ready for her. Number 1 is I'm trying and I'm ready. I'm currently trying and I'm ready. Okay, not where he wants to be yet. 100% one waiting. Too many. Patrick said he got too many options. It's hard for you to set Patrick, but you also the one that was saying that you got your eye on somebody. So what's that all about? You got too many options, but you got your number 1? How that work? Timing is the key. I agree. I think men are better at discerning timing. Women are more security seeking. Men are like, okay, I got to wait for the right time. Quality over quantity. Agree. That's what I'm saying, Pam. I think he want to have fun with the options. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I agree. I agree for reflecting trees, and I think it's very important. But again, you guys, that's why this is important, this conversation about chasing and pursuing. I 100% that men are leaders. Men should I believe men should lead the pursuit. But I do think it's very important for a woman to share mutual interests. You do not need to be running behind her to get her attention, running behind her, using tactics to try to get her attention. She's going to put you on a lower pedestal. So it's really about being wise enough to know what is worth what. And it's also wisdom in discerning who is what. This is good time, long time. So 2 different things that we have. Thank you, Sonia. Good time, long time. And deciding where you are right now, whether you can give long time the energy she needs, or I'm just going right now swim in the sea a good time until I get to the long time. Or I'm ready to get the person I have my eye on that energy. And I think that that's wisdom as well. But I will say is that shoot your shot at the woman you want, but also don't chase her. That's the point. That's really the message of tonight. Don't chase. Don't run after nobody. Don't be triple texting. Don't be good morning every morning and all day long wanting to communicate off rip. No, like let a little bit of mystery come along. Let there be a little bit of like, okay, he got other things going on type of energy. You don't want to come on like this is the only thing you got going on. And that's it. She's got to earn that from you. And I mean that respectfully. Just like I feel like men got to earn certain things with women. I think the vice versa is true. Women got to earn things with men. You should not be giving that away, right? You shouldn't be giving that away. If someone's over time, they start to show, okay, she really do got this. I really do feel like this is something to be explored. Then it's more energy I put into it. More energy, more. But not just, I'm going to give you all of it up front and I don't even know you. I don't even know you. We have to be discerning about where we put our energy and how much energy we expend on certain people, okay? All right, you guys. Well, that was our live tonight. Chasing versus pursuing. What is the difference? I hope you guys have a better understanding of this. Please like this video if you haven't already. Please get this out to the algorithm. Share it with as many people as you possibly can. And I want you to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about chasing versus pursuing. And last but not least, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know if you guys have questions, specific relationship questions that you want me to answer live on Wednesday. Please message me, email me, teamlovesamanthalee@gmail. I would love to know what's going on with you guys. I would love to be able to answer those questions for you live, especially if there's a specific topic you want me to address. Okay. I love you guys so much. I think you guys are amazing. I appreciate all those who came through and gave tonight. Thank you so much. I just refreshed the Cash App. Thank you guys. Thank you guys here on the that showed Antoine, Nikolai did, you showed up and showed out tonight, Nikolai. MJHSTYL. I always get that messed up. Thank you so much for helping me. So much for sewing into me, supporting me. Everybody that sewed into me, Sonia, Nikolai, Andre, thank you guys so much for sewing in and supporting Love Samantha Lee. I want to remind you guys again, I got a podcast that's coming out live on Friday. So I will see you guys on Friday, or you will hear my voice on Friday with a new topic that I will upload. All right. I love you guys. Happy Mother's Day in advance to all the ladies that have babies. Even if you a dog mom, I'm gonna give you credit because dogs are like having kids too. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a great night, and I will see you guys next week, Wednesday. All right. Love y'all. Bye.